See, Ray has gotten up and yours.
That's for you, young lady.
No, I figured you would too.
Just fine, and you. Did you have a good day? I know.
Oh, so did we?
When I see Mike, I know it's Glenn, thank you very much.
You're in the dark. You're in the pink. So you had two holes in one? Is that what you wanted me to say?
Closer than that.
I like the crown hole.
You want to zoom just a little closer, Glenn?
Yeah, just a little closer.
Just a little closer, Glenn.
Hit the pimple on your nose a little bit.
I'll hold your seat.
You have to play golf, or how do you play golf?
Yeah, that has a peak. It's just busy, you know. Yeah. It's always live at our house.
There's there things going on. Yes. Well, we've had a nice week. Good time.
I think that's a nice guess.
Well, you enjoyed it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, they were nice.
I got to take my phone in. I mean, we didn't go out with that.
And then 10 on we was
Not being cast out.
14. I suppose the result was a bit of a and then I went tour. And fifth your neighbor. That's right. Champions.
Champions all.
That's correct.
Drink those both quickly so you can get another one that you won't spill all over.
All right.
Karen, turn around.
Where's that tomcat?
You're going to get shot. You know that?
Thank you.
A winner.
I did not. I ran into the Dr. Phillips.
Let's have a good one here, Jimmy. What do you think?
As good as I can do.
You're looking good.
You went all right this afternoon then?
Yes, it is.
Who's that? Brian, wasn't it?
Brian,
Good game?
very good game.
Did a good start. Did a good start to the first.
Right hard.
Right in the...
I chipped it in on him on the second hole. I'm going to be down. Not to be.
Nasty.
Turn left.
He's going to be there, I think.
Turn left.
He didn't do it.
He was there when he was working there. I'll tell you a lovely one about that. We were down the beach, right? Right down to the beach, so long ago. We were sitting up on the rock. We were down on the beach. We were stepping right down to the beach. I'm going to bang my feet. I'm going to rock there. I'm going to bang my feet. What's that, Brian? Yeah, I'll just tell you a story. So I go down to the beach and I put my feet in the water, right? I'm sitting there, nobody about. And there's about 8 student girls coming, all 18. And they come and they sit, it's a clean story, and they come and they sit all around me, these girls, young girls, in France. And they all took the tops off. And they're all sitting around me, and I'm terrified. And I mean, I'm sitting there with my feet up, don't know where to look. And my wife was sitting up on the rocks at the back, and she came down and said, I've come to rescue you. You were afraid they might see you. That's true.
one day out of 20 days. That's not bad, is it? We've got another...
You get on a roll, don't you?
What you do, we start off tomorrow. We're going down to Washington tomorrow. Then
I said hello. How's everything? You still holding one irons from 195 yards out, are you? Not today.
You want to see a temper?
Introduce the young lady. There's Ann.
Would you like to meet Mrs. Bush, Mr. Top? This is my house guest. Very nice to meet you. From Worcestershire. Like Worcestershire, you know what your temper is saying?
Yes. What did you say, A1?
And I would like to
Get the bill.
Hey, you're on camera.
Thank you.
Welcome you all and hope that you are having as wonderful a time being our guests as we are having hosting you. We've had a wonderful, wonderful week. Thank you very much. The gals that have had parties and invited different people, they have done a beautiful job. And thank you again, Chester Valley Girls. Now to the important I guess the most prestigious prize that we give is our low gross prize, and we have a wonderful gal from your club, Jenny, who had shot an 81, and God bless you, Jenny. First time or second time on this course to shoot an 81. We welcome you, and you have had our low gross. I don't think she's here. Pat Weber, are you here? No, she's not. She was invited, but had some other plans, and she did shoot an 86. And, now to the gals with the low nets. Our first low net was Daphne Phillips with a 79. Daphne, where are you? And it was a wonderful round. Our USA gal was Diane Kolojeski, who shot a very beautiful round, 69. Where is she? Lead us all out.
Well, on behalf of the Malvern ladies from Worcestershire's golf team, I'd like to say how enjoyable Sunday was. The match, despite the results, I think the best team won. The course is beautifully prepared. You looked after us so well with refreshments, more than ample. It's fantastic. I know one thing. I may not have improved my golf drive, but I've certainly improved my driving skills in the caddy carts. We've all worked in our suntans this week. Okay. Well, once again, Anne, thanks very much. Thanks for all the hard work, all Chester Valley, for everything you've done for us. It's been a fantastic week. And, you couldn't have done more for us. It's absolutely tremendous. And I hope you two, all the team will get practicing for the next 2 years. You certainly got us this time, but we'll be ready for you in 2 years' time. Thanks very much.
Those of us who traveled to Worcestershire 2 years ago, remember when Neil came up to introduce, Margaret, to present the ladies' prize. He said, I don't understand this. They played together, the ladies from Chester Valley and ladies from Worcestershire. The We don't, ladies do a lot of things around here we don't understand either, but as long as they're enjoying it, we're happy.
Uh-oh, boo has.
We had an addition to this competition, as those of you who went to England knows that this thing's growing. This year we had two of the English young gentlemen interested in playing, so we put them with two of our juniors and had a, get this straight now, a foursomes, better ball, is that the right, or is it four ball, better ball, I can't get that straight. Four ball, better ball. And the match came down to the 18th hole, to the last hole in the match, and the runners-up were Rob and Craig Healy from Worcestershire, and the winners, Dan O'Rourke and Sean O'Reilly. Come on up.
Sean will do the winners first. Shoot the thing. Right. So, good play. Good play. Get that around the shop of the leg. Good play. Well done.
Before we do the individuals, I'd like to call Captain Gordon Bailey up with a few words. Mr. Bailey?
Bob.
What's that, Dan? Does it go?
Well, let me say.
Mr. President, Captain, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great privilege to present the Malvern Trophy to you tonight, hopefully for safekeeping, or when you come over, 2 years' time, to defend it. If I may now present you with the trophy.
It's automatic.
Smile, Sid, it's only on loan. Yeah.
Well, he borrowed it, right?
Thank you, Captain Bailey. I have a few more words to say. I want to keep things moving here, but it will be in safekeeping in a very treasured place in our trophy case for the next 2 years. We will bring it to, we'll look forward to going over 1992 to your club and hopefully returning it. But I think it's much more difficult playing away than it is playing home.
First of all, I would like all the members and their families from the Worcestershire Golf Club to be upstanding and drink a toast to Chester Valley Golf and Country Club.
Chester Valley. Cheers, Sue. Thank you.
On behalf of Chester Valley, I want to thank all of you for what a wonderful time we've had having you here. I know what our members meant when they came back from England 2 years ago. Unfortunately, I spent that week in the hospital, but now I realize what a good time they must have had. Thank you all.
Next, I wonder if I could ask Tim O'Reilly to come up. I know how much work is involved in this. Tim, you've done a wonderful job your end. This is just a small gift from me to you and your family. Thank you for your tremendous efforts.
Thank you.
Now, again, on behalf of the members of the Worcestershire Golf Club, we would like to present to Chester Valley an 1890 scarred head driver from the members of the Worcestershire to Chester Valley.
It works, Tim.
They actually hit a golf ball with this.
Now, we have also made up a little certificate telling a little bit more about it, which hopefully we'll find somewhere to hang it with the club. And those of you who came over, I'm sure remember Ken Webster, our chairman, who so very kindly donated the Malvern Trophy. Ken happened to be glancing through a paper a few weeks ago and came across a cartoon which we've had framed up, and basically it says, that cleat once belonged to a man whose sister married a friend of Harry Malvern. Now, my vice-captain, Brian Hawkins, has been ferreting around in his old kit bag, and I believe he's got something else which we'd also like you to receive. So if I could ask Brian Hawkins to come up.
Put the mic down, Jim.
Makes me feel good. It's the guy I played 2 years ago. He's got more hair than he has.
Mr. President, Mr. Chair, Mr. Captain, Mr. Golf, Mr. Acting Captain, just about. There's an old tradition at St Andrews that an incoming captain hangs on a silver ball for his year service, unless you have royalty and then you get a golf ball. You get a golden ball. But I don't think you've got many members of the royal family here, so. So the first ball was from 1988. It's a replica of the Gotti golf ball. You have another one which you will have to put sadly Chester Valley. And there's another screen there to cover you in the next few years. Thank you. The club at St Andrews has been there for over 200 years, and it is now festooned with silver ball. Perhaps in 200 years, the good Lord will perhaps let us have a look at this club and may that fixture last that long. Thank you for your hospitality, sir. Thank you. May that fixture last that long. Thank you for your hospitality, sir. Thank you. I'd like to thank Jack and Richard Steller for their hospitality all the week. And the thunderstorm came to Chester Valley at 5 o'clock. I had thunder at 10 minutes past 11 this morning.
That's Eagle dribble. What these are is engraved 1988 Worcestershire Golf Club, and we will engrave the 1990 Chester Valley Golf Club. These will hang from this 1890 driver in an appropriate place. And we have additional golf balls to hang, representing as a permanent indication of the winning team in our biannual competition. These are beautiful things. I'll leave them out here to observe after the presentations are over. Back to the captain.
excuse me from reading from a list, but there are so many thank yous that require saying. Firstly, I suppose the two gentlemen who actually started this off, Tim O'Reilly and Neil Phillips. I can't actually see Neil, but perhaps you'd just like to stand up, Neil. Wonderful time we've had, really, I guess, is down to those two gentlemen. The next, I think, is probably the most important and really what the whole event hinges around. And these are our hosts, you members of Chester Valley, who have welcomed you into our homes, made us so welcome, gone to so much effort, trouble, time, absolutely fantastic. And here, may I just thank Paul and Sybil Treverson for having us. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much. Itself, no particular order, but John Paul, you and your assistants, no matter what the problem was, courtesy, kind word, very much appreciated.
Yeah, very good.
I think we've called him the magician, and that's Chris the Caddy Master. I mean, how the clubs turn up like that, clean, we'll never know, but very much appreciated. Your catering and bar staff, again, nothing was too much trouble. They really were tremendous, and we do thank you for introducing us to transfusions. Is coming over, bring from grape juice, because I don't think we've got it over in our I'd like to thank Dave Gerard, who took time out to take me over to meet your head greenkeeper, Jeff Broadbelt. And once again, from all the competitors, the manicuring, the condition, the way the course is presented, personally speaking, I think it's one of the best courses I've played on. And we really do take up. We've taken a lot of time up during this week. Members who haven't participated, do please give us, or give them our thanks. I'm sure it's been a great inconvenience, but really, we do appreciate it. And do thank you. My committee, as you can well imagine, to organise it, I had the backing of a very, very good little subcommittee, and that was John Williams, Sue Hirons, Brenda and Brian Hawkins, and Neil Phillips. Can I just give my own personal thanks there? You did a tremendous job, and it's gone so smoothly. It's all down to you people. Finally, can I thank the team who put up a tremendous performance. We came up against some tough guys, but at the end of the day, everybody thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think, really, to sum the whole occasion up, it was Raymond Floyd, the US captain of the Ryder Cup last year at the Belfry, who summed up the whole occasion when he said the winners was sportsmanship and fellowship. I can add no more to that. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
For the kitchen staff, because I don't want to tie things up, they can do it without a lot of noise. Go ahead and serve the dessert. I apologize, we do have a lot of people to recognize, and a few more announcements. I'd like to get these out of the way so you can enjoy the band, as I said. 1987, Chester Valley Golf Club was privileged to receive a letter from the Worcestershire Golf Club suggesting that we set up a sister golf club relationship. That resulted after a series of communications between Dr. Phillips and myself in a telephonic match. We played our course, 30 people, and you played your course, and we just compared scores, which was a prelude for a delightful trip in 1988, in which we went over there. And when we came back here, the 18 families who came back to Chester Valley could not rave enough about the hospitality, the treatment, and the wonderfully warm people we had met at Worcestershire Golf Club. Our objective this past week was to try to come close to showing you the warmth we felt coming back from your club. A lot of people were involved in this effort. Not just the goofy guy with the goofy hat on Channel 29 last night. But I need to recognize. I'm not talking about the head guy who sunk that 3-foot putt. You know how many times they had to film that for him to make that putt? I'm going to duplicate a little bit, Gordon. Excuse me, some of the thank yous here. We had a committee also, large committee, that put a lot of time and effort into making this successful. Let me read down this most of this list, and well, let's do it one at a time. What the heck is within our minute? For the person responsible for the beautiful flags and the banner, the green and white banner, Nancy Matthews. Nancy, thank you. My co-chairperson for publicity, Pat Snyder. Responsible for the delightful band, which I hope you get to enjoy if you get through this, Tony Rossi. Tony, thank you. The ladies' favors. Where are the ladies' favors? Mary Wozniak. Mary, let me thank you first.
Getting ready to go.
Again, those who's up here, I'd like to thank Andy Ambrosio for excellent work in organizing the ladies' tournament. A fellow who jumped in last minute, yeoman's task, when I had to go get my 12 staples out of my back and could not meet the flight. Dave Gerard spent about 3.5 hours down at the airport waiting for the flight.
Yeah, that's good.
Speaking of travel,
Okay.
Joanne Bridge put a lot of effort into the side trips and helped a lot of you. She's on holiday this week, but those of you from Chester Valley who would like to, if not already met Joanne or use her services, Travel Agents International does an outstanding job, and she'll be back from holiday next week. The guy who was responsible for pairing you up. And I know we stated when we were over there, we could have been paired with any of you and had a great time. But this guy did a yeoman's task and came to see me when I was recuperating because we had a lot of last-minute shuffles. Bill Mulvey did a great job. Bill. I'd also like to publicly acknowledge Chris McCardle and his staff of bag assistants net, who his most trying moment was Tuesday morning when I was not here with that list at the time he was ready to get going to get your golf bags in the right carts and all. But Chris and his staff did an outstanding job. He could not make it as a young child, couldn't get a babysitter, but we all appreciate Chris's efforts. To John Poole again. John and his staff of assistants not only run the shop, but they really run this golf club in terms of the golf end of it. And I've said many times, John Poole is a class act. Thank you, John. To Bo, our club manager, Bo Staton, Steve, who's able assistant, and to Peg, heads up the catering crew net. They did a marvelous job with the meals, the buffets, threatening weather on Friday night when we were outside, adjusting to these things last minute. They worked long and hard in trying to make us look good, this club look good, make things run smooth. Thank all three of you and your staffs. I'd also like to special recognition. I don't know what it is about the competition, but I know 2 years ago, shortly before the competition, Frank Rossi and Billy Dodson, I think 1 or 2 others, went in the sick bay. This year, out of 41 Chester Valley host families and male players, we had 4 that were in the hospital at the beginning of August. One person, George Christmas, is still there, and we wish him a speedy and complete recovery. The 2 others, I was wounded one, but the other 2, Joe McCarthy and Jim Matthews, not only came out of the hospital in the last week, but insisted upon hosting their families. And Jim, as many of you know, is one of my partners, and we just are so delighted that Jim is here. Jim, please. Trying to make it. Is Joe here?
No.
No. Okay, well, both of them, they insisted they did not want to be replaced. They insisted on hosting their families, and from all reports, the families have very much enjoyed the hospitality, which I, knowing Jim and Nancy, I'm quite sure that the Verge are very delightful time. I'd like to, one of the first presentations to the fellow previously recognized, but there was a person on the other side of the big pond who's done an awful lot, not only 2 years ago in making us feel welcome, the non-playing captain at the time, but who did a lot. He was the fellow who kept calling my office and my home and going over all the details from their end. Neil, would you please come up to receive your gift, please? Neil, we appreciate all your efforts in coordinating the trip from your end. Thank you very much. It can be exchanged in Mr. Poole's shop for a size color. I'd also like to thank at this time the person who permits me to spend as much time on these things as I do, Sue. We're going to call up each family and host for the pictures and the individual gifts in a minute. When you come up, you're also going to receive each family 2 proclamations. I hope you can get these through your trips around the country and back home safely. On Friday night, you heard from the mayor of Malvern Borough, and you heard from Representative Flick. And 2 other political bodies in our Commonwealth have honored this event and have issued individual proclamations for each of you to take. I have the 2 large ones here to present to the club and to Gordon. This, first of all, from Chester County. We are in the county of Chester, where Malvern and East Putnam Township is located. The county of Chester, presented by the Board of Commissioners of the county of Chester to the Worcestershire Golf Club, Malvern, England, on the occasion of the Malvern competition, August 28 and 29, 1990, made the links now well established between Malvern, England, and Malvern, England, I should say, and Malvern, Chester County, Pennsylvania, continue to grow and flourish. Signed by the Commissioners of Chester County. Also signed by the proclamation issued by the Pennsylvania State Senate. Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth, also called state, a Commonwealth, and the Pennsylvania State Senate issued this proclamation to the Worcestershire Golf Club. Congratulations in the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, June 30, 1990. Whereas the second biennial competition for the Malvern Cup will take place on August 28 and 29, 1990. And whereas a trophy presented to the winner of the golf match between the United States and European professionals and amateurs, the Malvern Trophy is a beautiful crystal ball commissioned by the Beam Ceramic Company. The inaugural match for this coveted award was played at Worcestershire Golf Club in Malvern, England in July 1988, when 18 families from Chester Valley Golf Club in Malvern, Pennsylvania traveled to England. And whereas Worcestershire Golf Club Captain Gordon Bailey heads a team of 42, was a late cancellation after June 30, male golfers who will leave England for the competition, accompanied by 45 additional family members. to their first visit to the United States. After the competition, Englishmen and their families will tour the United States for an additional week before returning to Great Britain. And now, therefore, the Senate of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania salutes the momentous occasion of the second playing of the Malvern Trophy International Golf Match. Heartily welcomes the English participants and their families to our country and our Commonwealth. Offers hope that their visit to the United States will be thoroughly enjoyable in every respect, and directs that a copy of this document, sponsored by State Senator Earl M. Baker, be transmitted to each of the participants of the Malvern Cup International Golf Match. It's signed by our State Senator. Pay attention to the politicians, Gordon. Yeah, those are official for the club. There'll be an individual one for you also. I have to apologize for a couple of things. Wasps on the deck and on the golf course. Slow play. We're still learning very slowly the proper way to move around the golf course. But I tell you, the way the popularity of this event has grown by more than doubling between the first and second match. I told that my guest, John Williams, Joy, I understand, is a builder. He may have to build an extension on your golf course. Because they'll be knocking down the doors to go back in 2 years. I'd like Joe Kearney. Let's see, let's do the club gift first. John Poole, would you come with me to present the gift from Chester Valley? And Gordon, please. We don't have anything as old as 1890, you know. We're just young pups in this business of golf and competition and the history. And Joe Kearney headed up a committee. Joe and Phil Mulvey are involved in this thing too. Why don't you come on up here? Joe, let me just stay for a second. Hey, Phil Mulvey. This was the committee that helped us select a gift, and it's difficult. We know all your history and tradition of golf and the whole history of the game, and it's very difficult for us to come up with an appropriate gift. But a very popular event around here is the Other Open, the U.S. Open. And it was played at a beautiful golf course in Chicago this year. And we found, looking through various resources, a beautiful picture of one of the famous holes of Medina. And I'd like to present to you this beautiful picture of the site of the 1990 U.S. Open for your clubhouse. Actually, Bill reminds this is a limited edition, not a unlimited print. Beautiful limited edition picture of one of the holes.
Mr. Captain, on behalf of the Worcestershire Golf Club, what can I say? Once again, generosity. Absolutely wonderful gift. I can assure you that when you come back over in 2 years' time, that will be hanging in an exceptionally wonderful place. Thank you very, very much indeed.
You now face the same problem I faced 2 years ago. How do I get it home?
I think Graham Harris has got the biggest golf bag.
Thank you, Joe Kearney and Mary Wozniak. Would you come up with me to make additional presentations individually? Joe has served as very able vice captain in the last few matches, and both years have been quite assistant. And Joe came up with this idea of these pictures taken on the first tee Tuesday morning, and we'd like to call up each family, and also take a couple minutes, we'll try to keep it moving, each family and the host family. And before you sit back down, the host family and the male guest will receive one of the pictures, and the ladies will receive from married ladies here a gift token to take back with you. Let's see, Paul, why don't you call it, we start back here, see. All right, we'll start right back at this end, we'll do it.
So, you made it got along so well.
Who do we have?
Glenn Fribble, Joe McCarthy.
Glenn Fribble and Joe McCarthy, please.